Welcome to SacTown Underground. I'm Caitlin Ellis, and today I have my host, Alma Leyva, and we're at the 166th year of the California State Fair. Alma, can you please tell us what we have on the show today?
We have our very own calendar of events powered by Sacramento 365. We also have an interview with Frik'n Vegan at the State Fair. CalVet MRE did a special event. They were showcasing how to use MRE dishes. We also have 916 Inc. Havana Nights. The SacTown Underground crew was out at the Chalet Center for a one-of-a-kind Latin theme event, merging together exotic cars and fashion. And our special musical performance by Golden Child.
And now let's start the show with our calendar of events powered by Sacramento 365.
Caitlin Ellis was at the State Fair and she got to interview the owner of Frik'n Vegan.
And today I'm here with the owner, Blake, of Frik'n Vegan. Can you tell us a little bit more about your concept behind Frik'n Vegan?
Yeah, really our mission and vision is to make the world a more healthy, conscious, and plant-friendly place. Because, you know, most of my friends and family want to have healthier options in our lives. It's just that the options have to be available, of course, to be able to make that decision. And so I just started making my own food, and people started really enjoying it. And how we got the name actually is because we shared the cheesesteak with somebody who's not vegan or vegetarian, and then we told him afterwards, and when he realized that it was vegan, he went, "Oh, it's Frik'n Vegan," and that's how the name came about.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your story?
I was starting to have a lot of health issues really early, like I was having really bad insomnia, staying up for days at a time, remembering nights of just staring at my ceiling, not able to do anything about it. And I was just tired of it. I got to the point where I started reaching out to doctors, and they were trying to put me on all these medications that had all these side effects, and I didn't want to go that road. But then one person did tell me that if I changed my diet a little bit, that maybe I could regulate some of this. And I started looking into it, and the hormones in milk and meat products, as well as some other side effects, could have been contributing to it. So I didn't like the idea of it, but I cut out red meat from my diet for just 1 week was what I decided to do. And by the 5th day, I had my first dream that I actually remembered in like years, like since I was 12. And it was phenomenal. I slept like a baby, and it was undeniable that it had changed my life.
What are you featuring this year at the State Fair? What foods?
Our fan favorite and my own favorite, the Philly cheesesteak, and our nachos as well. My all-time favorite like snack food is popcorn, and so I set out on a mission to make sure that I could replicate the buttery popcorn feeling like the movie theater experience. And that's one of the options that we have here, as well as Strawberry Love, which is a coconut blended ice cream with strawberries infused in it.
Wow, those dishes look just like the real deal, right? You would never know they were vegan. So right now we also have our very own Caitlin, who got to go to the CalVet competition for MRE food. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned and watch our next episode.
Today I'm here with Paul with CalVet. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure.
Well, my name is Paul Krug. I'm the information officer for CalVet. I'm a veteran myself. I was in the United States Coast Guard from '05 to '09 and have been a reservist ever since. And that's pretty much it.
And can you please tell me a little bit about CalVet? How long have you been around and when was it established?
CalVet's been established since the early 20th century. Basically, we're a subsidiary of the Federal Veterans Affairs, so we're not really related to them at all. We're liaisons for veterans. So we provide things such as home loans, we do education, we have our veterans homes throughout the state, and we really just are here to service veterans with their needs, what they can't get through the federal side of it.
And can you please tell us, what are you guys doing this year at the state fair?
All right, so this is our 7th annual MRE challenge. It's when usually veterans pair up to doctor up MREs into gourmet meals, but this year I mixed Sacramento local chefs with veterans as well, just to tie in the Sacramento community. And it's also going to be turned into a gourmet meal, but probably tastes a lot better than it has in the past. So we have chefs from Mulvaney's, we have chefs from The Porch, and also Purple Pig Eats.
And besides the California State Fair, do you guys hold any other events?
Upcoming events, we have just actually recently we worked with the Home Depot Foundation and the Tug McGraw Foundation to basically bring more projects up to date at the Yountville Veterans Home. So we are updating our facilities over there and stuff too. So I mean, it's not a for-profit kind of organization. I mean, we work with a lot of volunteers and veterans themselves.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And for you, those that are still with us, that was an MRE. It's incredible to see what you can do with such a small package. And we just had our very own Sheila Troy's interview Ian from 916 Inc. Let's check out the story.
Hey there, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Sheila Choice with SacTown Underground. We're here today with Ian from 916 Inc. And we're really happy to be here. Ian, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Great. Thank you so much for having us. We're super excited to be here and to learn about 916 Inc. and all the great things you guys are doing here in the community, all the amazing programs you're offering. And would you like to start off by telling us a little bit about 916 Inc.?
Our mission is to empower children and youth through creative writing. And we do that primarily by hosting 12-session workshops, either at local schools or in the youth detention facility, or sometimes in our location here at the Imaginarium in South Sacramento.
Tell us a little bit how you guys got started. And
yeah, absolutely. The organization was founded in 2011. It's inspired by a couple of different things. The 826 Valencia organization out of San Francisco sort of created a model about empowering and publishing youth and authors. And another influence of ours is the Amherst Writers and Artists Method, which is just a way of helping people process trauma through creative writing and positive feedback.
that's really needed nowadays. You know, I'm a native of Sacramento, and I had no idea you guys were here doing this great work, so it's awesome to hear that. How could someone that's interested or having their child participate get a hold of you guys and get their children in the program?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are two things that we offer primarily to the public. If we're most of what we do is in partnership with a local school. So if their child happens to go to that school, look into it. We have an after school or in-class program there. But also we offer our summer camp program, Amplify Your Voice. That's a 40-hour workshop that takes place over a week during the summer, and we sort of go through all of our curriculum, have a bunch of really fun guest artists come in. And then we have our Word Squad after school program. So that happens on Thursdays. And essentially that's a drop-in opportunity for kids from the community or really all over the Sacramento area to come and engage with our method.
Right. So there's no specific requirements,
No.
any specific areas, all are welcome.
No, all are welcome.
Beautiful.
That's a
That's
big
awesome.
part of what, that's a big part of our mission, or our vision, is to make this accessible to all kids throughout Sacramento.
Great. Can you tell me a little bit more about, I know you mentioned going into detention facilities. Can you tell me a little bit about how that works out or how that looks?
Yeah, it's actually one of our longest standing partnerships. We work with the Sacramento County Office of Education, Court and Community Schools. We typically do between 4 and 6 different units within the youth detention facility in any one year. And we send our facilitators into the facility to creatively write with them. And we've published, I think, 4 or 5 different books with the youth detention facility kids at this point.
That must be amazing for them in there, because yeah, that's great. So what if someone is interested in volunteering?
Oh, absolutely. We are heavily reliant on volunteers. We have volunteers that go into the classroom. We have volunteers that help with the back-end production, getting manuscripts ready, typing up youth work. If they want to get involved, they can go to 916inc.org. There's a Learn and Volunteer tab, and they can hit that button and get involved.
And this is Sheila Choice with SacTown Underground. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you, Sheila, for that story. And now we're going to go to Havana Nights, which mixed Latin culture with exotic cars. So that was such an amazing event by L for Lupus fundraiser.
All right, SacTown Underground. I am here at the Chalet Event Center where Havana Nights is happening full throttle. I am with Miss Denise Hall, who is the designer of Swagger House of Art and Fashion, and she'll be presenting her resort collection this evening. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Miss Denise, and your lovely designs.
Well, my name is Denise Hall. I'm a fashion designer. I've been designing for since 2014. I participated in Sac Fashion Week, and I do a lot of local fashion shows around the city.
And so Miss Denise didn't say, but she was actually a former model. Now she's wanting to go into the designing business, and I think that is so inspirational for anybody who has a vision of what they can do and deliver. What made you kind of want to push forth in that direction?
Well, from being a model, I went into fashion jewelry design, and then from jewelry design, I figured out, I need to step it up a notch. So I started designing clothes. I just looked it up on YouTube and bought a sewing machine, and there you go.
So what is the inspiration behind all of these?
Just life situations, like
Life situations?
life situations, because you see on the streets, like people usually walk in the regular t-shirts and everything, but it's really hard to find some dresses for special occasions, for party going on here in Sacramento, for any events. It's really hard to find a good one for New Year parties, for any pool parties and some events like that.
Okay, so now I'm understanding your collection. So basically it's for formal wear and for maybe I see a Gatsby kind of design. The young lady here, she's regal as heck. And you have men's fashion as well, I see.
Absolutely. I'm trying to little bit arrange around the collection, because men's, they so important in our lives.
Yes.
And I try to yes, they are. Yes, and I try to include them too right now, yeah. I just want to show some couples how they're gonna walk. That's in some lifestyle, of course you're gonna see the couples, and I just wanna my inspiration, different cultures.
And so we had a little bit of a spiel before, but kind of tell the audience what you hope to highlight tonight in your pieces.
We're featuring our lingerie line. We want to focus on the aesthetics of a bride at her honeymoon. It doesn't just have to be for honeymoons. It could be for any romantic weekend period. And we were talking about tactile, right? The feeling when something touches your body, the sensuality of satin and lace, it already gets you in the mood. So we're incorporating a lot of the laces that we use for our bridal line, but of course keeping in mind that now this is a softer vibe. So we want to make sure that all the fabrics that we use are comfortable. So the aesthetic is sexy but classy.
Tell me, what you guys are featuring tonight?
We've got some new designers that we're hoping to take some inspiration with Havana Nights being the theme for tonight. So we're showing color, pop, fit. So instead of being tuxedo den, more formal, We do styling. We're formal stylists, so we want to kind of take fun and fashion and let the models design some shoes, and you're going to see a lot of color and pop.
You said you let the models design some shoes?
Oh yeah, wait till you see the second runway walk. Just take a look at their shoes. They actually drew on their own shoes and made their own designs, so kind of an art fashion mix.
Miss Jillian, how did that come about, like in regards to that?
Completely random, as most art is. It was just an idea that we had last night. Hey, let's let the models figure it out. And now we did. And so we've got a little bit of piece of everybody's heart in this charity event. And I think that's exactly what we're all here for, right? Is to really showcase giving and the spirit. And here we are. So this is a great way to get everybody involved in the fashion of giving.
And just to close out the show, we're going to have a performance by the Golden Child.
Everything I ever owned, I had to fight tooth and nail. Dealing with the loss of my brother locked down in a cell. And I know how it feels to burn in hell. Had to dig deep just to find peace while I was there. I do whatever that it takes to find that happy place. Can't let my mother down, she told me make it home safe. And I never thought I'd see the light of day. But finally I found the way to make my parents proud of me. And it feels so good inside, I wanna cry. Take a look into the sky, that's when I smile. For the homie Knox, for the homie P, for the homie E, from one and only brother, the biggest influence on me. I'm gonna keep it going now. And I was rocking shows even when I was locked down. 2015, Oregon State Penitentiary. Asia Pacific family could ask the warden about me. With the odds stacked against me, I'm still gonna rise. So when my heart's no longer beating, I still won't die. Whether you like it or you don't, I'm still gonna thrive. The reason you're still stuck in that same spot, cause you got too much pride. Realize and recognize that life is what you make of it, regardless what you take from it. We out here chasing our dreams, doing anything and everything we can to make it happen. First we put our heads together, then we started by taking action. Just me and my team overseas, chasing dreams. Never thought I would be in Cebu, Philippines, teaching it and preaching it. As long as you believe in it, envision it, foreseen a sense of hope is what we hope to leave it with. Armed with the power to overcome any obstacle. Nothing is impossible, turn impossible into possible. Getting where you fit and look around, you might be sitting in a room full of ambitious go-getters. Yeah, Nelson Ocampo, aka the Golden Child. Sure.
This is a Cinema Beats production.
All odds, all odds, all odds, all odds, against all odds, all odds I fought against all odds. Yeah. Cinema.
Tomorrow's production available in today's market. Upgrade your sounds today and start making hits.
Cinema Beats. I never thought I'd see the light of day. The dark it gripped me in my heart so long, yeah. And now I think I finally found the way. Even though I fought against
This is a Cinema Beats production.